But the important thing is that they hear this person telling you that because your child is temporarily in the care of Children's Aid Society, that they're not giving you your records. This is what would be most important for senators, ministers, members of the National Assembly in Toronto or Ontario, everybody, human rights people, Amnesty International, United Nations, everybody needs to hear this as it happens.
Hi, John?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to transfer you to Donna.
Mm-hmm.
Coordinator in Child and Family Relations.
Oh, yeah, that's it, Child and Family Relations. Yeah, that's...
Yeah. I'm going to give you her phone number just in case we get to
Okay. 416?
813.
6181. Great. And Donna McGee.
Yeah, I'm going to put you right through one.
Thank you.
Child and Family Relations Office, Donna McGee speaking.
Hi, Donna. How are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great, great. I was just speaking with the receptionist, and she passed me off to you because she feels that you'll be able to handle this call, and I will be a satisfied customer when I get off the phone. So I'm pretty, I'm looking forward to that. I'm pretty enthusiastic, and I'm sure that's exactly what's going to happen. So first of all, let me say thank you on behalf of the citizens of Ontario for being in a position where you handle the numerous queries on behalf of children or family situations at the hospital, and the time that you give to devote to absolute excellent care on behalf of that hospital. I really do appreciate that.
Okay, that's very nice to hear. Thank you.
Oh, it's my pleasure, and I'm being sincere. Secondly, I'd like to alert you that I am actually calling because I have just spoken with someone in medical records who has confirmed to me that they are violating provincial and federal law towards a citizen of Ontario whose child was seen at your hospital very shortly for a short period of time. And the parent now has gone through the Access to Information channel to ask for the records on file. The child in question, there has been an interim. Do you know what interim means?
Yes, I do.
Okay. There has been an interim order by a provincial court judge who has ordered that the child be entrusted temporarily entrusted to the care of Children's Aid Society. Like, in other words, the child is not with the parents anymore, but they are temporarily, until this thing can get sorted out, under the care, whatever, of Children's Aid Society. This does not mean that the parents have lost any of their parental rights. All this means is that given information that the Children's Aid Society was able to generate and document, don't ask me where they got it, that's not important right now, but given the information that Children's Aid may or may not have expressed to a judge of the Ontario court at a particular time and place, the judge felt that it was appropriate to temporarily place the child under the care of Children's Aid Society, just in case. And of course I agree with that, because if there were reasonable cause that the child may be in harm's way or compromised if they had been in the family environment, then I agree that they would temporarily be placed with CAS, and the actual merits of the case will not be heard for several months. But nonetheless, there will be a time and a place where all this stuff will come out in the wash. Everyone in the courtroom will be recording it, whether the judge likes it or not, and there will be a clear record made of this entire situation. And someone's going to have to justify why this child has been separated from their parents for all this time. But let's get back to the original purpose of the call. Linda Burke, I believe is her name, informed one of the parents this morning that regardless that the parent followed the legal channel of making an access to information request at your hospital, submitting it in order to get the records on her child to find out what the heck is going on, because it seems the child was capital T, capital A, capital K, capital E, capital N, taken by the CAS, and since then the family has been held in the dark. I don't know anyone in Canada who has a right to walk into any home, take a child physically with the assistance or not of an armed police officer, and when the family is freaking out saying, holy crap, where's my kid? What's going on? What's happening with my... And nobody tells them, yeah, pretty scary when that can actually happen in this great nation. But nonetheless, that has happened. The family, in exercising their lawful rights in a peaceful, humane, respectful, and courteous even manner, have submitted an access request, and they're being told now by Linda Burke of Medical Records that it is the policy of this hospital to openly deny parents the records regarding their children if CAS is involved in the slightest of manners. Now, is that really the policy of this hospital? That even though no judge has made any order denying these parents to get any information regarding their children, even though that is not a fact, it has never happened, your hospital is acting as judge and jury and is denying these people their rights to get information regarding their child? Is that possible?
Are you asking me the question now so I can answer?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. So the minute that child rolled into court and the judge placed the order for the interim care with the CAF, the child came under the care of the CAF. That means that the CAF, despite the fact that the parents are able to get information, that means that the CAF is the caregiver for this patient. When we
he's not a patient. He was a patient. He's not a patient anymore. He was there for a very short period of time, but now he's out and about and everything's fine.
So just know that if the parents are asking for any information from us right now at the hospital, that it gets deferred to the CAF. CAF is the caregiver who will be providing the request to get access to the chart. So parents have to actually go through the CAF to get this information because the
okay, and is this
guardian at this point.
Is this policy of your hospital? Is this in fact? Now I might caution you. This call.
We go by the code of the law. So we release information to whoever is responsible for the child, and right now that is CAF. That is not the parent. No. I beg to differ, and I'll explain to you why. If the mom has a responsibility in the world somewhere, and she cannot bring her child to that let's say she's working, and she might be working in a place where, children are not permitted, a bar, for example, a liquor commission, cashier, a stock person, whatever the case may be. If the mother is working somewhere and cannot bring her child there, well, the mother will entrust the child to the care of a babysitter. So in effect, Children's Aid Society right now is in fact babysitting and are responsible for this child. There's no question about it. But no one has granted this child to be legally controlled, et cetera, by Children's Aid to the point where the parents don't have any more rights. These parents have a guaranteed constitutional right to acquire information about their child. If they call CAS, and CAS feels so high and mighty that they hang up the phone in the parent's ear, which they do every single day, because none of them have been jailed yet for 5 years or 10. In the States, they're suing. People are suing these entities, Child Protective Services, for $10 million, $50 million, and they're getting it. They're winning these lawsuits, believe it or not. So it's not happening here yet, but it's right around the corner. So what I'm trying to say to you is I understand what you're saying about Children's Aid having temporary care, or the child has been placed with CAS temporarily. That's okay, that's fine. But no judge has taken away, no judge has stripped these parents of any of their parental rights. That comes later.
That comes much later. And if you people keep helping CAS to pretend that this has already happened, you are acting in a coercive manner. You're acting in collusion with CAS. No. Okay, which law gives you the right to deny the?
We're following
which law? Tell me which article and which law. Name it.
Custody of the child.
Name the law. You said we're following the law.
I don't know the law offhand.
Oh, well, you want to put me on hold and contact your legal services? I'll wait. If you want to put me on hold, contact your legal services and come back on the phone and quote me any article from any particular law in Canada. I will wait. I am a very patient person.
I'm not going to do that.
Because there is no law.
You follow whoever has custody of the child. And right now, that is...
So if I go out one night and I give my kid to a babysitter, I'm screwed. Because that babysitter can legally kidnap my kid, and from that moment on, I have no parental rights. Is that what you're saying?
No. What I'm saying is, if the babysitter decides that they want to get into the personal information of the child that they're looking after, and they come to the hospital for sick children and they say, I want a copy of that child's chart, we wouldn't be giving that person a copy of the chart because they are not considered to be the legal guardian for the parents of that child. So,
or you said, you said legal guardian or the parents.
Yes.
So
right
CAS right now could be the legal guardian, but they're certainly not the parents.
So CAS.
So what gives you the right to strip parents? What gives you the... You're making a big mistake. You're making a terribly big mistake. I don't care who told you at that hospital to tell me the things that you're telling me, but I'm going to play this call for Justin Trudeau and his team. I'm in Montreal, Quebec. Mr. Trudeau's office is in Papineau, district of Montreal. It takes me 25 minutes to get there, and they will listen to this phone call. And you think MOTHERRISK has shook your hospital. What you're doing by violating these parents' rights because you want to get in bed with CAS is seriously affecting these children and parents and in an irreparable way. This tort, T-O-R-T, you might mention that to your lawyer, that you're causing this family by getting in bed with CAS and trying to be the policeman of these people's rights, you are absolutely wrong. And you should not be you should have learned your lessons from MOTHERRISK and all the other stuff that's about to come out. I can't hide my upset. I cannot believe...
I really get that you're upset, sir, but I also know that we have a very distinct piece that
illegal.
We're following right now.
Illegal is a word.
Actually thwarted the CAS.
So what? That doesn't deny the parents their parental rights. It's only at the end of the process. It's only at the end of the process if and when the judge declares that the parents have no more parental responsibility, but they strip the parental responsibility of the parents away from the child's life and adopt the child or foster the child out, it's only in the end that actually occurs, what you're saying. Not at the outset. If what you're doing is acting as the policeman and the policewoman of the world and stripping these parental rights from these parents who are trying to get to the bottom of what the hell is going on and what's going on with their kids, and they can't defend themselves and they end up losing their kids, it's because of what you people are doing to them by violating their constitutional rights. And that's straight up what it is.
This isn't your child that we're talking about. I'm very happy if the parents would like to contact me here in the Child Family Relations Office, and I'll have a conversation directly with them.
Okay, so the parent's on the phone right now. Marcia, you want to talk to her?
Yes, I'm the child's mother.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I can hardly hear you.
I say I'm the child's mother.
And your name is?
Her name is Marcia. I've asked her to be careful during this phone call, just in case I put it up on YouTube. I don't want any personal information to be divulged about the family.
So what you're telling me is you're taping this phone call then?
I tape all my calls, ma'am.
Okay. So then I think we're going to end this call, and if Marcia would like to call me back and have a non-tape conversation, I'm happy to be able to.
It is her right, ma'am. It is anyone in this entire country, it's their right when they're speaking with someone else to actually record the phone calls to protect not only themselves, but the other person on the other end of the phone. Hello? Hello?
think she hung up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hello?
She hung up.
Yeah, she hung up. Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hold on a second. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
She hung up. Yeah, she hung up.
Okay, so she hung up. So as soon as she learned that the call was being recorded and that we had a record of the things that she was saying, she immediately hung up the phone.
Yes.
Now, what does that tell you about the integrity and transparency of this hospital?
Lies. Lies.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get off the phone. I'll call you guys back in a minute.